afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming out. I'm Rob Pitts. I chair the Board of Commissioners of Fulton County. I'm pleased to be joined this afternoon for, I think, is a very historic announcement, joined by Commissioner Bob Ellis and Commissioner Liz Hausman, as well as our County Manager, Dick Anderson, our Chief Financial Officer, Sharon Whitmore, our County Attorney, Patrice Perkins Hooker, and our Chief Appraiser, Mr. Dwight Robinson. Thanks again for everyone coming out today. This document that was signed by the state on Friday afternoon really ends 2 years of uncertainty with regard to the Fulton County Tax Digest. On Friday, the Georgia Revenue Commissioner, David M. Curry, signed a settlement, and I'll sign it in just a few minutes myself. I was given the authority at the last board meeting to sign this agreement, should it be forthcoming, given that authority by my colleagues on the board, pending agreement on the contents of the document by the county manager and the county attorney. I'd like to thank Governor Kemp. I want to repeat that. I'd like to thank Governor Kemp for his assistance in this effort, Commissioner Curry, the Attorney General's office, for helping us through this process. And what this means to the taxpayers of Fulton County is that the issue of the 2017 and the 2018 digest, that issue is settled once and for all. And this is a great big deal for Fulton County. And what this means from the taxpayers' point of view is that Fulton County property owners will no longer face the possible threat of reassessment or rebilling. And the great news for Fulton County is that there are no fines or fees that will be assessed against Fulton County as a result of this settlement. So moving forward, we have a clean slate now. We're moving forward and can move forward and do what we think is in the best interest of the taxpayers of Fulton County. There's no doubt that there will be some still who will take issue with their appraisals, their assessments, but it's just a fact of life, which I think is a good thing. Property values in Fulton County are increasing, and that's a good thing. But when it hits you, and there have been some issues that we've been addressing over the past several years, we're making tremendous progress, considerable progress, and this settlement wipes the slate clean for us so we can move forward, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I can't think of anything that's happened in the recent past that is as big a deal for Fulton County, Georgia, as signing this settlement, which I'll do again. Before I sign it, I'd like to give my two colleagues an opportunity to speak briefly. Commissioner Hausman, followed by Commissioner Ellis.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. The only thing that I would like to add to what has already been said is that Fulton County taxpayers can now take some comfort in the legislation that was passed because of this incident that keeps their property taxes at a reasonable expectation of never increasing more than 3% for their city taxes or their school taxes, as has been happening for Fulton County taxpayers since 2005. So we made a little lemonade here out of a bad situation that was shocking to folks, and it's finally resolved, and there is finally some taxpayer protections in place for all of the taxes paid on your property in Fulton County. So it's actually turned into a very positive thing for the Fulton County property owners.
Mr. Ellis.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This has been a long sort of 2-year process, but it started with the taxpayer in mind and doing the right thing for the taxpayers. And it's ending today with doing the right thing for the taxpayers. So today is really all about a win for the taxpayers of Fulton County. And I want to reiterate my thanks to all that were involved in sort of getting us here to this point in time. It is a historic day, Mr. Chairman, and I appreciate everybody's effort in getting us here today.
Mr. Manager.
I guess I would just add, this has given us the opportunity to look at the tax appraisal process from an end-to-end perspective, which we've done. We've made, with the board's support, millions of dollars in investment, both in technology and people, which will both bring a higher level of accuracy, as well as, I think, a better customer experience for the property owner. So, again, echoing what's been said, the good news is out of this has come, I think, an improved process and an improved experience.
Madam County Attorney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is truly a significant day. This settlement took a lot of effort on parts of several branches of government, but it also took a lot of effort on the legal team. And I wanted to thank and congratulate the members of the team who are here with me, who are involved in this, from our senior who supports the tax assessor, Cheryl Ringer, and her assistant attorney, Kimberly Alexander, to our senior attorney who supports the tax commissioner, Elizabeth Roberts. And then we had some phenomenal assistance from external counsel, Vincent Rousseau, who was instrumental in moving this matter forward once we had stalled. I really appreciate the support of the Board of Commissioners and the chairman specifically in trying to work for what is the best outcome we could possibly receive for Fulton County citizens. Thank you.
Mr. Robinson.
Yes, Fulton County has received all the money it needed for tax year 2017 to ask the taxpayer to pay more in the face of that statement would be patently unfair. And so this was a good compromise reached between the state and the county. And I would like to thank all those involved in making sure that this was done and we can move forward from here on in. Thank you.
Madam CFO, you declined. Come on up. We need to see you. I may have some questions for you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would really just like to reiterate what Dwight just said. It's from this point forward, it's really about being able to move forward. We have a lot of work left yet to do to continue to improve our overall digest assessment, approval, billing process, and we're looking forward to being able to having this behind us so we can focus our efforts, both our human resources and our financial resources, on implementing the rest of our long-term plan for the county's tax system.
Don't go away. All right, we'll take a couple questions if there are any. Yes, sir.
Can you speak to what the tipping point was that got you to the finish line? Anybody up there can answer this question. And what agreements did Fulton County make? What stipulations did you agree to have this go forward?
Let me yield to the county attorney.
Both parties, as you know, in any settlement agreement have a give and take. And in this case, as the chairman said, the governor recognizing the importance of not double billing or rebilling citizens is what really helped kind of launch us over the hurdle. The Department of Revenue agreed to review the 2017 and 2018 digest within 5 days of today. And they've been holding them for a couple of years now, but they reviewed and released those. We agreed to submit our 2019 digest by September 1st, unless an extension is granted. Fulton County agreed to this board to not utilize the 1880, 1881 laws to correct tax assessments in the future. And that basically is, those are the hard essence of the 6-page settlement agreement.
Another question?
We actually are withdrawing, both sides are withdrawing and dismissing all actions against each other. So the ruling that was issued in favor of Fulton County will be vacated, and the appeal initiated by the state will be dismissed.